47 years ago this week came the fall of Saigon. For the first time, American service members returned from a foreign land having lost a war, the Vietnam War. Despite a respect for veterans as our nation's heroes today, the lack of a welcome home at the time still stings to many of them. In tonight's Saluting Heroes, we take you to a museum in Jacksonville that's doing its best to help mend that pain.
The Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans event is my favorite event that we have at this museum.
And this museum is the Jacksonville Museum of Military History, a little place that thinks big about honoring heroes.
Thank you for everyone that did serve, and thanks for everyone being here today to recognize those for the recognition they should have gotten when they got home a long time ago.
For a dozen or so years, give or take a pandemic, organizers have held a Welcome Home event, even though the welcome mat wasn't exactly out 50 years ago.
It is a chance for us to pay tribute and honor the Vietnam veterans and welcome them home and give them the kind of welcome home that they did not get after the Vietnam War.
Elizabeth Harward is the museum director and in charge of getting this gathering going after a pandemic hiatus.
It's just a chance for everyone to come out and thank our veterans, which is the most important reason why this museum is here.
But a lot of my friends that came home, it wasn't like that in the bigger cities. You know, they were spit on and just all kinds of problems. And matter of fact, some of them didn't wear their uniforms.
Daryl Horn, a retired Marine, came down from Springdale to serve as the keynote speaker. He wrote a book several years after coming home from fighting with the renowned 1st Battalion, 9th Marines, the so-called Walking Dead. His goal, to share a somewhat untold story.
General Knapp was so confident that they could wipe us out that he tagged us Dead Men Walking. This is not the TV series you may be familiar with.
Horn's unit also sustained some of the highest casualty rates. He tells his story at more and more events like this as time wears on. There's melancholy and sometimes bitterness.
Seaman Timothy Joseph Green.
But also solace and opportunities for correction.
I just hope to encourage other veterans that we don't have to do drugs and alcohol to survive the war, you know, the memories and all.
And on this day at least, acknowledging some progress made while honoring the past.
We feel like the young guys and gals coming home get a good welcome, which we didn't, and we're happy about that. We kind of feel like that maybe our time encouraged that to happen.
The homecoming was last Saturday. They try to have it every year around this time. Museums open 9 to 5 every weekday, 10 to 5 on Saturdays. And they've got some great artifacts and a neat gift shop. If you know a place or a person that's saluting heroes every day, be they military or first responders, tell me about it. Reach out on my social media pages at THV11 Rolly Hoyt on Facebook.
To the Jacksonville Museum of Military History, Rainwater Holt & Sexton presents $1,000 and the Saluting Heroes Award. Thank you for honoring our veterans and sharing Arkansas military history through your museum exhibits.